It's verifying file integrity again. That's annoying. Okay, well, we're doing this. I should give you time to like take some throat medication for my throat. Oh man. I think this week we've had too much excitement already. It's only Wednesday. Where's the take it easy option? We have only had surprises and emergencies this entire week so far on my end. Streams have been late twice in a row. Ugh. Ooh. Okay, I already put all my VTuber songs I like list. Good. Good. Yes, I'm still browsing Twitter, guys. Do that right now. Yeah. Anyway, my schedule's been really screwed this week. Like, I thought I would be like doing the Archon quest and like finishing up like the first half of the Archon quest today. Instead, last night I spent so much time in an emergency room because Mother Anime sprained her ankle. I want to make sure she was okay, and obviously also took her there because it's what you do sometimes. You know, you family. Um, so there's anything I forgot. Nope, that's done. That was it. For work. But yeah, it has been crazy, to say the least. But we're here. We're going to be playing some Genshin Impact. This is Korean anime. Probably doing this all backwards. I should be like actually finishing like the story quests and stuff, so I can actually play like through the Archon quests and things like that, and But instead, we're going to explore as much as we can the new region. You know, we can't level up Lynette anymore either because you can't fight the boss or activate the boss for it. Dude, and like, I had such a terrible day today after I finished my day job. So I'm getting an upgrade to like my phone and more importantly, I'm getting an iPad upgrade, which I was much more excited about. And that thing is great looking. My God. Can't wait to play Arknights very poorly on it. Among other things. But so I got a new phone, and I got upgrade my phone and my iPad. I didn't activate the new phone yet because I was too busy to, because unfortunately, the delivery person didn't bring my phone or my iPad to my house today. So I had to go and pick it up from like the center, because they said, "Oh, we tried to deliver it to you," and I'm like, "That's BS." Literally, my mother had me sprained her ankle. Literally, my parents have been home the entire day looking out the window for my package because I told them it's coming. So I know they're lying. And so I go there. They're like, "Okay, here's the box." I'm like, "Okay, perfect, whatever." Come home. No phone inside the box. Just iPad. It's like, "Where's phone?" I also have no SIM cards. I'm like, "Where are SIM cards?" So I have a phone and an iPad with no SIM cards. But luckily, my old iPad, because it's also on cellular data, 5G, has a SIM card. So I just moved the SIM card from the old one to the new one. And then like my phone service provider is like, "Hey, this you?" I'm like, "Yeah, I just bought this." And they're like, "Okay." Boom. Works. I'm like, "Okay, thank goodness." But the freaking shipping label that my phone service provider gave me has nothing for me to. Where am I? Oh yeah, that's right. I was in the middle quest. Has nothing for me to like do the to realize that there were supposed to be 2 packages, not 1, or 4 packages, not 2, because I got no SIM cards. So I don't even know where the SIM cards are. So I'm like even more confused, because like apparently I was supposed to get SIM cards with my phone and my iPad, and I don't have those. I don't know where they are. They're just not there. And luckily, I have the option of just removing the SIM card from my phone, so that I can do that at least. But like, I'm like, it's just very confusing. Also, there is a lot of teleports. So let us. This Fontaine place looks very small right now, but I'm assuming it's because they don't want it to look too big, on the map yet. There's gonna probably. Although, is it just big? Like, what is this? Well, that's where the Adventurers Guild is, so I might as well go that way. Yeah. It's probably a quest to like unlock this Adventurers Guild too, right? There you go. Hello, Catherine. Okay, does this mean I can now do daily commissions in? No, not. You have to just still unlock that. Got it. Okay, this is where you craft stuff. Actually, how's my? Oh, that's not bad. Make 2 more condensed. It's fine. Okay, I did my dailies for today. All right. So let us look around. There seems to be this area here. There seems to be a teleport over here too. So, also, does this connect to other areas? I'm assuming there has to be other places this connects to, right? But yeah, this place is a little confusing. That's fine. So, also domain here. Oh, I guess this is for the new artifact set. I almost said relic set for a second. Yeah, let's let's just unlock stuff, you know. Also, I like that fact that you have water stamina now too, which is really nice. Where is the Wave Rider activation? Here? I feel like right here. There it is. Alright, let's take the Wave Rider around a little bit. Explore. See if you can find anything interesting, like these things.
Yeah.
Marcoti.
Yep.
Marcot? There's like no combat so far though, which is like very strange to me. I guess it's just a local flora. Actually, what do you need to level up? You need these Lumen... The North Core Fontaine. And you need Meshing Gears, which are a Clockwork Mecha. And we can't fight that boss, so we can't do that one yet either. Hello. Oh look, it's Friendos. Hello, Friendo. Okay, there's treasure chests and stuff. There are enemies. Oh, there's an enemy down there. Hello.
Hello. I just got some ice cream, so.
Nice.
Yeah, no, I've been having some good. Yesterday, $50 off of my insurance, so I spoiled myself, and I decided to go down to the card shop and buy the set, the big new synchro set, and I got both of the cards I needed.
Nice.
I am, however, extremely mad at Konami.
That's nothing.
This is the second year in a row they've increased the price of a box.
Oh, okay, that's not
Main sets 2 years ago, and mind you, sales have been steady. There was no reason to increase the price at all. So
not in Konami's eyes. They want your money.
Yeah. But they 2 years ago cost about $70 for a typical main set box.
Sure.
Fair enough. You know what? That's a fair asking price. 24 packs, 9 cards per pack. That's short.
I disagree. Because I wouldn't buy any physical Yu-Gi-Oh cardboard personally. That's why.
Well, yeah. But as somebody who plays the physical game,
know
what? Sure, that's as a player of this game, that is a fair asking price. You guaranteed 2 secret rares. Every pack has an ultra rare, so you're guaranteed some good shit in there, right?
Okay.
Maybe it may not equal up to the 7 you get paid for, but if you're just starting out and you can buy a structure deck for about $15 and $70 for a box, and you have something you can probably put together, right?
Sure.
That is unique. Fair enough buying in price, maybe a bit pricey for people who aren't used to TCGs. I would still recommend for your first TCG you play Pokemon, because it's so simple to get into. But if you are a fan of this IP, sure. Last year, it went up to $80 a main set.
Why?
The justification they said was it was to offset the loss of people playing Master Duel.
That is bullshit, though.
It is a little bullshit.
That's 100% BS.
Yeah, we were kind of like, we just kind of like sighed and be like, whatever, we can't change their mind. But now they did it again. Now it's $90.
What? Why?
For a box.
But you never get $90 out of the box unless there's a card that's worth $150 day one.
there was called Revolution Synchron, which is basically a tuner monster that you can
Did you
synchro
pull
summon
it?
from the hand with. No, I did not, sadly.
Then
I
your
really
box is
wish
not
I
worth
did.
it.
Well,
Then your
hang
box
on,
is not worth it.
I actually haven't looked up the price of one of the cards I got, the Crimson Dragon, because that's actually a really good card.
That's such BS though, because like I understand I don't know. Konami seems like they always do this kind of shit.
It's it's
It's
100%
annoying.
they do that shit.
We don't have enough money. Meanwhile, yeah, we totally don't
Let's
have
see.
enough.
Okay, hold on a second. The Crimson Dragon's going for like somewhere between 15 and 40 right now.
That is
That's
not
actually, okay.
good.
That's not good. But Revolution Synchron was 50. So like that's you know what? I'll take it. Whatever.
Oh.
And I don't, the funny part is I'm just like I'm not even gonna buy because Revolution Synchron would work in my deck. I'm not even gonna fucking bother. I know it's gonna get reprinted in the next year's Megaton.
Yeah, and then
So,
and that's the thing. It's like it's only worth because like Konami's notorious for that shit. Where they devalue cards, they're just printing too much of them.
But I am a huge simp for the Stardust Dragon series of cards, and this was a deck or a set where the main selling point was the big new Stardust card. It was on the box, right? So I still want, because every time there is a main set that has something 5Ds related on the box, I kind of want the box to be like a collection. Because one day, if I have the money, one of my big thing as a collector of Yu-Gi-Oh cards is I want every 5Ds era box. Because for some reason, for the 5Ds era specifically, instead of just saying the Yu-Gi-Oh trading card game, the 5Ds era specifically said Yu-Gi-Oh 5Ds trading card game. But they only did it for that era, and then they immediately went back.
Why?
I don't know why they did it. I guess it was trying to part of a new whole branding thing.
Didn't work
and
out.
Well, it did, but the 5Ds anime had ended, right? So why do we have this name on here, right?
Sure.
The only reason I can think is that because 5Ds was the first era, they introduced a new type of monster with the synchro monsters, and the psychic type monsters. It was kind of a big push, because the Yu-Gi-Oh brand was still popular, but it was not as popular when it first came out, So it might have been that like an extra marketing push to get more people back in.
Oh, that's what you're saying.
Yeah, that's the only reason I can think of, which makes sense, right? Because it did fall. A lot of people, you talk to people, they'll remember Dark Magician and Blue Eyes, but how many people are gonna remember that? Like, actually, no, you tell somebody Yu-Gi-Oh, and they're gonna probably tell you like Dark Magician or Blue Eyes White Dragon. They're not gonna tell you fucking Crystal Beast.
Are you saying all of us, all people who play Yu-Gi-Oh are old fucks?
Yes,
Because
we are all old fucks. It is true.
It is true.
Anyway, but yeah, that's one of my things. I want a box of every one of those sets. It doesn't have to be. It can be used or whatever. I just think it would make a nice little display piece, Just seeing, and then all of the like. Because I have the Dawn of Majesty, which was last year's big synchro set for Stardust Dragon, and then they did another one this year called Duelist Nexus. So, I am a huge simp for the Stardust Dragon and Synchron cards. All right, and I got the cards I needed except Revolution Synchron. To be fair though, my other secret rare was actually a really good card. Also, in the Duelist Nexus set, the reason I was going to get this set anyway is that they did something I think this is the coolest, like, little types of cards they've introduced in a long time. Alright, so, have you played, like, the super old Yu-Gi-Oh video games?
Sure.
Okay, in those video games, there are cards that just exist only in those games.
Yeah.
So Konami, the card designers over there decided, hey, let's do a retrain or like a new like type of card, and let's focus it around one of Yugi's lesser known cards that he doesn't really get much spotlight, which is Gazelle, the Gazelle and the Chimera, right?
I thought they're very popular.
I fucking love them. But they don't really, they don't get as much support as, like, Gaia and Dark Magician and BLS, Even Magnet Warriors got got more support than them. They kind of just have their thing and then their fusion. That's kind of it. So they decide, let's take these unused cards that were from video games, touch them up a bit with some actual drawings, and then make them part of a deck that focuses on this retrain of Gazelle and Chimera. And they're called illusionist monsters. I think that is fucking cool. There's just something about these old ass Yu-Gi-Oh cards that never got physical versions of them coming in swinging with this whole new, where it's like, just because it's like in my head, it's like, oh, did the dual monster spirit world, the outcasts, right, they come together, and that's my stupid bullshit, but I think that's a pretty cool deck.
So cool.
What?
So I'm exploring a new area, right, in Genshin.
Old Charlie.
It's called Fontaine. Remember, it's
Old Charlie.
It's France. It's not England. Mr. I can't tell there's a European architecture. We had this conversation.
Hey, I dated a French woman. I get a pass.
No, you don't. That's not how it works. You have to get the pass in real time. I know how it works.
I'm sorry, dude. Your big crystal just looks exactly like the old Charlie and Aetherite, man. It just does. That's the biggest thing we all look. He's like, that's just the old. We literally all look like that. That's the old Charlie. And
I think it's just more like you guys are looking at it the wrong way.
Maybe.
Also to be fair, like there's other places in Europe that look like closer to Eorzea, like because it's not like it's not like these companies in Asia are going to be like, oh, we're gonna make a new European European country, right? It's like it's be based off of like real life countries.
That's why I'm so excited for Dawn Trail, because we're going farther away from Eorzea than we've ever gone. Because in Stormblood you go to the Far East, you go to Asia, and then in parts of Endwalker you go to other places.
But Genshin already did that. They've gone to like South America and stuff. How does it feel, huh? How does it feel?
Wait a minute. Hold
Why
on.
are these guys?
No. That's a genuine question. I saw a Twitter post about a joke leak about Genshin Africa, and it was just like that Photoshop of Chris Evans' face over Black Panther. And then because I thought people, it sounded like people said
that's a meme. It's
okay.
It's a meme and it's funny.
Is it just another one of those memes about Genshin only having one type of like body type kind of thing?
Most likely.
Okay, because it's like the only reason I am worried. Here's the thing. Here's another thing. I worry about Asian companies touching South America and Africa, because do we all remember G Gundam?
Oh, come on. The greatest Gundam series of all time?
It is.
You
cannot tell me Tequila Gundam is not a stereotype.
What do you mean? It's called New Mexico Gundam.
No, the dub, it was called Tequila Gundam.
And it has a sombrero and a poncho. What's wrong with that? Or like Neo Canada's pilot is a lumberjack?
I think the funniest one is Windmill Gundam. Just like the finalists cut to a field of windmills, and a windmill just turns into a Gundam.
Yup.
That's the funniest shot in the whole. And there is not a funnier out of context thing in all of Gundam.
Alright, so this is the first area that's out right now.
Also, me and a friend showed me a bunch of stuff around Pokemon Showdown, because one of the things I don't, well, not to get into competitive Pokemon, I'm not really a big fan of,
Oh, you wanted to like play test like team, right?
Yeah, I like team building.
And I recommended it.
He said something that was in Showdown that I didn't know about, which is random hackmons. So we spent about 3 hours rematching constantly in random hackmons, and it was the funniest shit I've ever done in Pokemon.
That could be very funny. I agree with that. Ooh, more robots to fight.
But yeah, I was able to make my dream team. I'm just gonna go. I'm looking at it. I'm gonna edit it. Really. Oh wait, I have to. First I gotta log in. I bookmarked it.
みんなは俺が守れ。
こちらに注目。
Yeah, so currently, the way I got the dream team going, I have quite the odd team. Let's see what you think of my current version of the dream team. It is Armor Rouge, Manetric, Lilligant, Gudra, you know, some of my favorite Pokemon, and then we got Gliscor and Greninja.
Oh shit, I'm on an airship.
What do you think about that?
That sounds fun.
Yeah, it's I like yeah because when you do when you do a Gen 9 national dex here, it just gives you everything, and I think the only Pokemon I might change is unfortunately Lilligant.
Lilligant.
Yeah,
That's
because
good, though.
I might have to. I'll probably maybe change like its stat distribution.
That's fair.
Because currently it's super frail. Like I only have though like also the Gliscor is actually the reason the Gliscor is actually on the team is a funny incident. So one of my first wonder trades in Omega Ruby was I traded a shift tree that I had because I was not that guy. I was not that guy who caught 50 Zigzagoons and traded them on Wonder Trade, no. I traded Pokemon. I caught a Nuzleaf and evolved into a Shift Tree. But I realized it wasn't the gender I wanted. So I was like, hey, I'm going to trade this thing. Somebody can do good. Shift Tree is a pretty cool Pokemon. And I got a shiny Poison Heal Gligar, or Gliscor, with max defense EVs. I was like, yeah, we take those. And it was shiny. I was like, yeah, we take that. We take those.
Let me get in here. Anomaly detected. Oh, here. That. Oh, okay. Oh. I'm like learning how to do combat without reading the directions. Is that normal? Probably not. Oh, that's so cool. The fact that...
So yeah, I'm gonna make a new team. Let's see. You know what? I'm gonna make my Gen 5 team, and I'm going to use Pokemon that may have had changes since Gen 5. So like, just like you know how Hisui and Lilligant is a thing. If there's like that, so there's Gen 9 National Dex. All right, let's think about this.
I don't know what I'm doing. Swimming's cool, though, in this game. I can't believe underwater sections are fun. What the heck happened?
You know what? You know what game I think has actually really fun underwater segments?
Whoa.
And a lot of people hate me for this.
Oh, you can like dive. That's so cool. You can like dolphin out of water.
Yeah, so honestly, this is low-key one of my favorite underwater segments in video games. Is actually Mario Galaxy. Those games. When you get a shell, it's
Oh
just
yeah, when you get
something
the
about
shell,
as fun.
yeah. I understand with the shell, but
Because like in the first game, there's that one where the entire galaxy is the giant ring of water with the little islands, and there's like a bunch of shells, and it's like, oh, that's so cool. So I don't know. So just like that, those segments in Mario Galaxy really like, I loved it.
Yeah, I'm just doing like a nice explore, you know, to see like what the area is about. It's like really cool. I don't know what they were meant to do, what I meant to do, but so I can't do the story because I unfortunately have not played the game enough and I have not unlocked all the story. Oops. So like there's like story that's locked for me right now. Oh come on, really? We're fighting hill turtles here?
サプライズうんへいややや
みんながそばにいてくれ歌よ錦となれ夜の源源
Okay, at least I need to fight that guy. Yay. So I'm just like doing random stuff to explore.
Use one of my favorite rock types, Gigalith.
Oh wow. That's not good. And the water's too hot for me to swim in this one. I mean, it is boiling, so I guess it makes sense. What the heck did I just do?
Yeah.
動くべきだ雨描きがたし
断罪の名において
No. Is that what I was supposed to do? I don't know what I'm supposed to do here. Bunch of enemies here. Got a big floaty ring. There's a teleport up here. Yeah, no, this new area is cool. It's just I don't know what I like. It was like I'm like, why is the story locked? Because I didn't finish other stories. Game, why you do this to us? Can you do a temple? I probably could. Oh, yeah, I could always do a temple. Let's get another Lynette. Or not. We'll see. Oh, we're getting a 5-star. Okay. A surprise to be sure. We're welcome. Oh, that's the new character. That's Lene. Okay. Oh, and a sack and a Lynette. There you go. See? So good at this game. Keep getting the character I want. Yay. I want to get her E6. Oh, hello, Lynette. So you need a bow user. And then you're like an attacker, so you need a good bow. Here, just how many on you? Then it's leveled. I should read what you do. Okay, bow guy. Lene does a flourish with his hat, unleash a fireworks surprise. When used, you'll clear all current prop surplus stacks. Daily pyro damage. Damage will be increased to the stacks. Generally, his HP based on max health. Okay. So he heals himself a little bit. Based off of attack, though. Unleashing his magically, and there's a Grimalkin cat. They can move around quickly. Not even save the Grimalkin hat. They're two different props. It's close to opponent and send flames. Okay. So he's just attack based. All right. All right, let's try him out then. Cause I guess I just got him. Why not? You mean I need to borrow your set?
Oh, where's the ice cream? Give me the ice cream.
I don't have any ice cream. Christ.
No, the ice cream Pokemon.
Should I just put the attack one on him? Yeah, it should be fine. That and where is Yoimiya's goblet? Where is Yumiya? Oh, it's up Bennett. Okay. Our hotel's got one. There you go. Crimson Witch set should be fine. Level up to like level. Oh, good. I got these rainbow roses.
あれ
Hey. The good part is I could fight that crab boss to get his ascension mats if I wanted to. Alright, well, if I have both of them, might as well use both of them. Alright, Bennett, you're OP, so you're going to take a backseat for.
巡業する魔術団だね
Not sure if this is a good team or not, but try them out. Alright, I need to fight stuff. Should be pretty easy to use considering he's a bow user. Are these the things I need for? Yay! These are the things I need for Lynette. Let's go. What the hell is that? Hey. Oh, what the heck? The girl can catch us comes back? Cool. Interesting. User is so easy to use in this game. Alright, well. I got both. I got the new characters already, so go me, I guess. We did it. Let's see. I'm confused by this scene. Alright. I can go fight this boss. I should go fight this boss. See what this boss mechanics are. Well, here's a real question. Can I beat this guy with just Xingqiu and Fischl if I needed to? Probably not. Let's switch to a better switch to a better Hydro character. Let's see. One that can self-sustain and do everything by herself. Let's switch to Kokomi. Hello, friend. Emperor of Fire Iron. Emperor of Fire Iron. An armored crab lord has survived for countless aeons, surpassed almost all other Fontaine aberrants. Twin molten horns, okay. Their pyro-aligned organs can unleash more vicious elemental attacks. Okay. Oh, you got armor. What the heck? You have armor. Stop having armor. That does look really cool though. Okay, that's really funny.
姿を見せよ。ライトアップ。よっ。
Yay! Wait, after he's an actual original resident. Has crit rate, crit damage? Okay, it's pretty good. There you go. That boss is fun. Oh, I don't have any more of these roses. I can't ascend more anyway. Glad to see Kokomi's still OP. Cool, 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 cool. We. Let's go fight these guys. We're just guarding this water thing because I'm curious now. Hello, friend.
ご助力を。ちょっとしたトリック。いや、断罪の名において。うん、サプライズ。
それ注目。はっセット。
Oh no, Kokomi's burning. So it doesn't matter because she literally has really good healing. And 4k HP. Doesn't even matter. Wait, there's a where is the was it in here? I can't dive. Doesn't let me dive.
行きましょう。
サプライズだよ。
There you go. Oh, we probably have to move all these over to there and then activate it. It might like unheat the water? Question mark. I don't know.
ご安心を。
So Kokomi won't die right away. Although I think it's percentage based, so it doesn't matter. Okay. Where is that going? Where am I going? What did I just do? Just flying. I'm going somewhere. What the heck? I just exploded something. What did I do?
You exploded something.
I apparently exploded something. Hidden area? Hidden area. Cool. Let's go beat up stuff here. Hello, friend.
ご助力を。 サプライズ。ほっ、うん、よっ。 や。うん。はっはっ。せい。へい。はっ。と。や。
I have no idea where I am now. Really in like another mini section.
行きましょう。
Hello, friends.
ご安心を。姿を見せよ、オズ。へい。ふん。
Simple reactions.
海のちぎりよ。
Oh, and actually deal with the damage? Alright, we're fine. Take your AKs and leave. Oh, okay, I see. You want me to put this fire out? Oh, what's this? You need a hydro core dense. There you go. There you go. Okay, and then we have to do the same on this side. We're doing random stuff. My favorite thing to do. Official says you guys are dead.
ちょっとしたトリック。
There you go. This should unlock. It's not unlocking. I'll probably need more hydro cores. Okay, it's fine. We solve puzzles slowly. Wait, I don't have any more hydro core things. They do something wrong? Oh. So this area could break. How? Let me think.
Alright, so the Unova team I put together, we got Gigalith, Lilligant, Vanillux, Zorark, Embor, Haxorus.
Well, I was probably putting out the last, this thing. Alright, I could do that. Oh.
ご助力。
There's a world where I didn't just cheese that. There's a world where I didn't just cheese this. But I did. So, anyway. The hell is that thing? Iron Viscount. Spin to win? Wow. Jerk. Oh! Whoa! This is so cool. Feels even better because, like, I play as Kokomi and she looks like a mermaid, so being able to swim like one is really cool. Where am I?
行きましょう。
Invest, enter. What? Where am I? Wait.
That sounded like a bottle.
Oh. Apparently, I also solved my problem with the water. Let me break these. Oh, that's not it. Creature that have an armor shell can do shockwaves. Oh. I have some sort of shockwave thing now. Oh, there's a Oh, that's so cool. Okay, so you get abilities. They use the abilities. Oh, that's so cool. Okay, so this is the underwater stuff. Ah. So now I can fight, right? Get wrecked, son. Get wrecked. That's what I just say. Get wrecked. Oh, that's so cool. This is a cool area. This is cool. This is cool. There's something so satisfying watching Kokomi swim like this. This area is awesome. Alright, I have to eventually find a rainbow flower so my lineage can ascend, but let us actually let's play around in the water. Oh, it's so nice. Shh. 14K, let's go. Aha. Aha. Let's go, let's fight. Aha. What are you gonna do? That's right, get hit. Get wrecked. Oh, the underwater con actually feels really good now that I know how to do it. There's teleports underwater too? Wee. Oh, it's so cool. You get to swim through school of fish and stuff. I missed. Wee. Oh, this place is beautiful. What the heck? This is so cool. Dude, watching the chain reactions. Oh, wow, these sounds are pretty strong. Oh, these guys drop gears as well. Nice. Wait, is this guy helping me? Maybe the guy's helping me. Yo, let's go. It's like a better version of like it's called Atlantis combat now. Love red. No. The seals have turned on me. Wait, can I just hold this? Oh, you could just totally hold this. Get away from me. I beam you. Beam you up, Scotty. Nice. Oh, it's so cool. Problem is I can't use Kokomi's skills though. Oh, cool. Wait, what the heck? I touched fish and I healed HP. Thanks, fish. I'm sorry I ate you in real time, apparently. Real time 4, I guess.
What?
It's a real time 4, I guess.
Oh god. That is not something I want to hear out of context.
Shoot 2 barnacle bolts within 30 seconds. How do I destroy them? Oh, probably with this. Okay, I know what to do now. The heck? Oh, there you go. Oh, okay. See, I have to break those. Okay, I was doing it wrong. It's fine. Now I know. Let me go heal up and do it correctly. Did I break this? Why is it not breaking sometimes? I don't get it. Oh, you just have to, like, aim it correctly. Okay. I'm stupid. I just have to aim it correctly. Easier said than done, I guess. Hello, friends. Oh, it's an ocean circuit. It's a giant crabbo. Oh, God. Okay, countering is definitely the right play. Go on. Go at me. Come at me, bro. How do I dodge that? Oh, messed that up. Oh, okay, I see. Dodge it as if I was dodging. The hitbox are a little janky, which is good for me, because then I can just mess with this guy. Oops. Let's do this proper. the heck? That thing still hit me. Come on. Okay, better dodging at least, but not very at dodging now. There's like a way to like hit it. Hello, friend. Nope, that wasn't it. Okay, it's not percentage based, it's HP based. This guy is a little bit hard to kill. Alright, we have to run. Whee! Sarah's gonna do this. Get whatever that was. Oh, no. Run away. Run away. Wait, let me do it. I can just warp away. Warp away. Warp away. You're killing me. They killed the Kokomi. Okay, so having a lot of HP underwater actually does help a lot. Okay. Good to know. There you go. At 40k HP just does help. There are like other ways like for stuff to happen underwater, but it's like not having like Kokomi's healing underwater it hurts, but it's like, well, everything's kind of like set to work. Also, I should find like where these rainbow flowers are. Hello. Your Miran. They repeat ourselves, sorry. See reading the last things to my heart. Do you mind? Last. They have more and more things to stand long for. Do this saw me watching scenes suicide and deep thought. Food. Wait, I mean, let's see. There's a lot of random stuff on that you get tutorials for in let's see. Hey, what do you need to ascend? Rainbow flower? Where's this rainbow flower? Found in barrel region. Where's that barrel region? I don't know where barrel region is. Oh, this is the area I was in. That area is actually a lot bigger than it looks. What the heck? Talala? Oh, this is a goblet. Echoes of deep times. Well, let's actually activate that. Where is it? To the northwest? Like directly northwest. Oops. We're just going. So what are you doing now, King?
I'm just doing some dailies in 14.
Okay, that's fair. Dude, like my entire schedule's been like really messed up this week so far. You know that? What the?
I mean, I've been thrown for a loop because I have 5 days of working this week, which is not usually what happens. Normally it's 3 or 4 days, so they're just like, oh.
Well, that's that's fine.
It's good.
Right?
Oh no, it's good because I'm getting.
See, for
like,
me, like only bad things have been happening like between like work which is annoying.
Well, the only problem with this is that my parents, like last week before I got my schedule, my parents said they were gonna come up to get a table that we were getting rid of, right? Because they're like, oh yeah, we'll take it. And then I get my schedule, and it's like, okay, so that time frame of 2 days is now 1 day for about 3 hours. And they were like, that's fine. Because I work 10 to, I want to say 2 or 4 on Saturday. And then Sunday I work in the afternoon, and I don't think my parents are going to want to come up in the early morning just to pick up a table. And, you know, since they'll probably want my help getting it in their car and everything, so it's like, okay. If you guys can come up maybe around noon, we can get that in there when I get off of work, go get dinner, whatever, yada yada. Or I can make dinner, whatever's good for you. Also, my red mage is almost level 70 or 60.
That's cool.
Yeah. But yeah, yeah, it's a steady bit of good news, you know? The only problem that we have now is that now I have to go into work and tell my boss straight up, either you give me off those days for PAX Unplugged so I can come on up there, or I am not going to be able to go, because 2 people in my work decided to basically plan to take every weekend off so everybody else is forced to work those weekends, even though these 2 people were hired specifically to work weekends. Every weekend. I kid you not, in our little request off calendar, every weekend from now, or from from July to January, has one of them requesting off.
Oh, it's one of those people's.
Yeah, who I hope my boss is seeing. I think my boss is even seeing it. It's like, no, this is getting bullshit. This is because I'm even gonna be blunt with my boss. I'm gonna be like, boss, you know, I never asked for off for barely anything. I believe I have only taken, what, 3 vacations since I started working. 2 the year I was hired, because I was hired for the first like weekend I was hired was too many games, which I had already planned beforehand. And they were like, yeah, that's fine. And then December I went to Disney World with my family. And then last year when I went on that cruise. So, you know, unless it's a holiday specifically where everybody's like, who can work, right? And I'm like, well, I gotta go all the way down to Baltimore. And they're like, that's fine, you get off. So yeah, it's kind of fucking dumb that if I can't get off because, like, oh, he never takes off. Like, yeah, because I want fucking money. Clearly you don't, so why do we keep you here?
It'd be like that, yeah. I understand your pain. I know what you mean.
Yeah.
See, for me, it's like...
Oh, like...
It's like yesterday, right?
Yeah.
I was at the ER because Mother of Anime
sprained
her
that
ankle,
on Twitter.
Which sucked.
I'm not calling it what they want. I'm not calling what Musk wants me to call it. I'm calling
I have
it
no
Twitter.
idea what it's called. I call it Twitter.
Yeah,
it's at Twitter and comments Twitter. Okay.
No, they changed the domain. Now it's x.com, and I'm like, no, I'm still calling. Yeah, I'm still calling it Twitter.
Isn't XCOM like a game?
Yeah, it's so fucking dumb, dude. You know what? Big brain play. The developers of XCOM sue Twitter. You stole why? Well, you stole our fucking gimmick. Look, our name, your name. Your our name, your website name. You see the problem.
That actually very funny, but no, literally no one cares about either.
Yeah, no, like I don't.
Well, actually, no. A lot of people care about both, but.
Well, here's my thing. Like, don't. Here's the thing. I know you don't like if you don't like the name, don't call it what the new name is. If you think the new name is stupid, why even bother?
That's why
I'm just like, yeah, just say Twitter.
Because it's easier.
Because you know why? Well, no, and even then, it makes him mad. Because he deserves to get Elon Musk.
Oh, who's that?
The guy who bought Twitter for that egregious amount of.
Did he like try to sue his lawyer or something over it? So you got bad advice or
No,
something?
he tried to, he bought it. It was very clearly meant to be taken as a joke. Twitter's stock markets agreed to it. And then he tried to back out and said, no, you have to buy it. And now all of those bad decisions, like buying the blue check mark, has been because of him.
Well, no, verified check marks were a thing that was going to come anyway.
No. Now it's you either buy it or you don't get the check mark. You have to pay for Twitter Blue. That's where this motherfucker played for Twitter
But the
Blue.
the problem with that is, right? Is there people who got the check mark automatically?
Yeah, because he gave it to them because he likes them. He is basically trying to be cool, and everybody's like, dude, you're a fucking loser, because he is.
I mean, this sounds like more political now.
No, it's just he's just a loser, man.
I mean, he has money.
Yeah, but that doesn't make you cool.
No, I'm just saying, like, but I guess he has money because that's what he spent it on.
You know, it's just.
I would not buy Twitter. I would have not bought Twitter for that the amount he did. But at the same time, it's like,
why would you buy Twitter?
Oh, so to make it like free, to keep it like kind of status quo-y.
But he didn't. He has completely done a 180 on everything.
Yeah. Well, that's because no one liked the way he was doing it.
So here's the thing: tweet is a thing in the dictionary. They're not called tweets anymore.
Wait, why are they called then?
Because he wants it to be his thing. He basically Elon Musk has this thing where he likes to.
No, I'm confused because like it's called tweets though. You're still tweeting.
They're called posts now.
So like thread style?
Yes.
Why would you go for a more generic term instead of like the more?
Because here is the thing about Elon Musk, and this is why he's a loser. It has nothing to do with his takes or opinions. It has to do with the fact that every company he buys into, he tries to he's like tears it down meticulously, then rebrands it so that way he can say he made it.
But you can't do that with Twitter.
No, he can't, and it's not working because everybody is laughing at him for doing it. He got sued by the state of San Francisco because they changed the Twitter building's roof to have a giant X that flashed. And it flashed, and it was hitting apartments across the street that were mostly inhabited by elderly people. So he was sued by the state, or not the state, the city, and forced to take down the sign.
I mean that's just
scummy. Oh yeah,
it probably wasn't done with that kind of with like malintention.
But it's very much if you're gonna do something like that, you should at least see if the thing is gonna be flashing on.
Well,
if this is gonna be
because like that's not even a problem with one person. Like businesses do this shit all the time, and then they inconvenience someone by mistake, and like, oh shit, we didn't think ahead. It's like we noticed.
Yeah, but and it gets even funnier too because he was like, no, you can't come up here. You can't come up to the roof to see to see the big X, because it turns out the X wasn't even like installed properly. It was held down with a bunch of sandbags. So he just put it up there and told them, oh, don't weld it down or anything. I have to pay more for that. So just put a bunch of sandbags to hold it in place.
I mean, yeah, it saves money, I guess, but like
it's just so fucking dumb.
Well, and it's a good thing too, because like he had to take it down anyway, you know? Right? Isn't that good?
Yeah, it is, but it's just like he's like such a fucking dumbass who claims he's the smartest man. It's like, imagine if like
does he claim he's the smartest guy around?
Yes, he does. He and his defenders constantly say he is the smartest man on the earth. And it's like, no.
No, he isn't, though. Like
he's not.
He is not. There's actual proof for like how to do that.
Yeah.
Oh, I need to.
Where is the rest of our alliance?
Oh, this is another flower quest. Got it. Okay, so I have to go into the middle area. Activate the thing. Oh, come on! I didn't...
Oh, I guess I'm doing the, Alright, I guess
Game. I didn't move that much. Come on, game. I did not move that much. I tapped the button. What the? I got stuck under the freaking clover.
What? How did?
How'd that happen? That
Wait,
makes
when you
no
say clover,
sense.
like the little 4-leaf clover, like a little blaze of
Yeah,
grass, or
if
like
you
what?
if you hit these, well, no, there's these like 4-leaf clover looking sign things.
Oh, okay. It's like, how do you get stuck under a blade of grass in a video game? That seems like a very bad design. Like,
It's
that
not
seems
a,
like something
it's
that.
not an actual blade of grass, is what it is.
Okay, yeah. That's what I was like. How does that not get picked up in the bug testing?
But I did get under it, which kind of annoyed me somehow. It's like a sign-looking thing, you know. I didn't realize Linnea's thing was getting special. Oh, heck. Sure.
Also, I just was checking. By the way, speaking of, a friend sent me a tweet that says that Idol Showdown is going to be an official game for CEO Otaku.
Nice.
Yeah, we love to see it. You'll love
Love
to
to
see it.
see it. Hell yeah.
CEO Otaku's been honestly, like, they've been being like, yeah, are you a fighting game? Are you somewhat relevant over the past like 2 years? You're in.
Ooh, they have rare like vegetables in this section. Also, that box gave me raw meat. I don't know how I feel about that. Hey, I got enough. Oh, I got 15 flowers. There you go. Oh, here's a crit rate. Oh, it makes me easy to build. Wait, does that mean like crit rate's like gonna be decent? Oh no, I have a crit damage shot. Oh yeah. There we go. I have no idea what I did, but they said I did something. Cool. Alright, let's see. This is the edge of this map here. Okay. Cool. We explored a decent part of that. I think we need to explore this section. So let's go here. Explore this section. I'm just getting teleports and stuff, wandering around and looking at the sites. It's pretty fun.
Yeah. Surprise.
I just got. Oh god. All right. A friend just said that they found Dragon Ball Z Kakarot on sale, and I'm like, and they're like, hey, should this be how I experience Dragon Ball for the first time? And I said no.
I mean, it's not a bad way to.
It isn't, but there is a lot of stuff in the Cell Saga that just glanced over. Like, you don't get the Final Flash in that game.
Yeah, I mean, like, that's because Final Flash is late. No, I'm kidding. It's actually
How dare you?
It's actually fun.
Yeah, I like the Final. Yeah, like everything about Second Form Cell is just kind of glanced over, so you don't even get. So like Krillin marrying 18 kind of just comes as a like, wait, what? What? She kissed him once and now they're married? You know, kind of thing.
I mean, it sounds about right.
You know, it basically glances. It's basically like,
Wait,
like
why do you guys have capture Sealies?
断罪の名によマジックスタートちょっとしたトリックちょっとしたトリックさ
Whoa, does Linnea actually have a pretty fast attack speed? This guy is an annoying spot.
ご安心を
Yeah, so
ここよ
now I will say, if you have already experienced Dragon Ball Z, yeah, that's a fun way to re-experience Dragon Ball Z, because that game is fun. The game is just... It's a bit easy to get overpowered in that game, but it's... just like, they put the Cyber Connect 2 worked on it, so you know they put the cool shit on the cutscenes. Like, ooh.
Where are these Sealies going? Come on. Where are you guys going? It is a forageable here. I don't know what it is, but there's a forageable. Oh, more rainbow flowers. Rainbow roses. On my way, guys. Don't worry.
Why? Oh god, our alliance is terrible. What the hell? None of us are coordinated at all. Like, I'm following the tank who's meant to be the leader.
Oh, hello, friend.
Also, I think one of our party members is just disconnected.
That's usually not good.
Yeah, that explains why why a magic DPS was forced to take the melee DPS job.
Wow.
It's fine. It's red mage has melee
Hey, 3
attack. So
Sealies just gave me 3 treasure chests. Let's go. I always appreciate it when I get rewarded for stuff.
I like it when I get rewarded for doing absolutely nothing.
And it sends me back. Yay. If it could send me up to get this one, I'd be greatly appreciated, but I don't think it's going to. Nope. Oh, the one up there will go. I see now. This makes sense. So I didn't want to climb from. Oh, over here. That makes sense. Okay.
Oh crap! Oh, that's my fault.
What did you
I screwed that up. I got hit by the meteor.
do?
The big meteor, where it's like, all right, he summons down the mini meteors, and you gotta get behind him, and then he summons down the big ecliptic meteor, and you just gotta know.
Got it.
Which is funny because later raids, it's just ecliptic meteor is just something you just tank because powers, because power scaling.
I mean, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Seems legit.
To be fair, you are stronger by that point. This is a level 50 raid, and those are like level, what? I think 80 raids.
Ooh, they have like designs now. Oh, that's like such a neat. That's a neat detail. I don't think they did that originally.
Oh, we got a. Was that a raid wipe? Yeah, we raid wiped there. How the hell did that happen?
The world will never know.
Game in blue.
Very well. Oh, there's a lot of these Lumidu's flowers. I already have 36 of them. Make that 39. Another war point cut. Man, having a character that can find like the local specialties on the map is really nice.
So what you're saying? He's what's his name? Who's the guy? What was the cooking guy from 15? Is it Ignis?
Is it Ignis? I think it's Ignis. Might have been Ignis.
15? Like, I recently sat through and watched all of the cutscenes in 15 again, with the DLC and everything, and it feels just like such a fever dream. I don't know why. And I mean that in the best way possible.
It's good, right?
It's good, but it is like...
It's weird.
It doesn't feel real. It feels like I smoked, had a good trip, and then woke up.
Don't say what. We're on Twitch. They're babies sometimes.
Yeah. Which is weird, because there will totally. I know for a fact that I have seen dudes actually do that on stream, and they don't care.
Well, it's not that they don't care. It's just there's still conformist to like the laws, like
Oh, I guess.
drug and
Yeah.
alcohol use is still like a no if you can,
Yeah, depending on where you are. Yeah.
if you can help it. There is a. Oh, there it is. The warp point down here. Poisson. Ooh, what's this cool place? Let's get out of Poisson again. That is cool. Shoots me up a waterfall. That's cool. I like that. I think that's a little neat, It's like, is this some sort of town? Hey, what was I doing here? I saw the arrow challenge, so I want to do that. Got archers for days.
I just got a weird question from one of my friends. They asked me, and I just got a message, and I said, and they were like, "Hey, would you date a VTuber?" So there's a fun question to ask, and my answer is,
Are VTubers real people? I guess.
well, no. The question I was like, if you dated somebody and you found out that they were a VTuber, would you still be cool with it? And I said, yeah.
Does anyone actually care about that?
Some people apparently do, because
Really?
that person said that they talked to another one of their friends, because they were asking me, because they were like, hey, I asked somebody, and they said that, and I was like, yeah, you know what? If I started dating somebody, and they said, by the way, I am this person who is like a famous live streamer or a VTuber or whatever, I wouldn't care. Like, I was like, oh, that's cool.
Yeah, no one cares about that. Why?
That's just a bonus in my books.
That's a weird thing to be worried about. But
I think I
would say on both parties. I think like
I do understand why, given my interest of liking going to conventions, I would imagine if I dated somebody like that, and then we went to a convention together, and like, because specifically a VTuber is like, I gotta remain, anonymous and stuff like that, or just somebody who's like, I can't have people know I have a boyfriend kind of thing.
Oh, I guess that could be a thing.
And I'm like, I understand that, but I don't give a shit. Because, like, in my mind, I'm like, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, I guess like for me too. Like if I was like dating someone, they were like a VTuber, like yeah, cool.
Can you get me a model for cheap?
No, I
Can
would
you
never.
Get me like
no,
no. Imagine you. Oh no! Imagine you date a VTuber, and they're your birthday present from this. Look at this! I got you your own VTuber model.
I mean, I'd be happy. I use a VTuber model.
I don't even use them, but I'd be like, this is cool. This is like a cool OC thing. Like if I literally had somebody be like, here is your 14 character as a VTuber, be like, that's awesome. That's fucking awesome.
Yeah, I think that's cool.
Because I'm such a basic bitch, basically any fantasy game that allows you to create a character allows me to create what my OC would be, which is an elf with a scar over the eye and a cool long badass coat.
You mean something edgy?
Edgy but cool. Yeah, shut up. Is it edgy? Maybe, I don't know.
Not all edgy is cool, but some edgy is cool.
Yeah. We know what edgy isn't cool? DMC edgy isn't cool. Virgil is cool and edgy, but Dante from the reboot is not cool because he's edgy.
I sometimes have enough speed to like press the water, and then sometimes I just don't. Do not understand. Elnius. There is a warp here, so I might as well get it. Teleport waypoints.
Dude, our tank sucks. He's died like 5 times.
Then help him. He needs help.
I don't have a healing.
Well, guess what? He needs healing.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, I can't blame him. He is playing a paladin, but he's like, there's like, here comes the big attack that you have to get out of the way to avoid, and he's just standing there taking it. It's like, yeah, you're a tank, but there are certain attacks you still gotta avoid, buddy.
He's a tank, you know? He's trying to tank it for you guys.
Alright. I leveled up, now level 60
Sometimes you don't learn how to dodge when you play, like, you know, those kind of classes.
I guess that's fair.
I should know. I do that sometimes too. As a healer. See where this thing shoots me because I'm curious now. Where am I gonna go if I do this? It did not shoot me. Okay. Apparently I have to be on the ground for this. What? It shot me and just like, bye. It's like, oh, okay, thank you, I guess. What? I'm so confused. It shot me straight into the air, just like into. It's like, nope, just drops you. It's like, okay. Seems a little rude, but sure. Hello, friends. Oh, hello, friends. Does that normally warp like that? Excuse me. I just don't remember warping like that. It's just friends hanging out. I think what I should do is get some more of the teleports near, like, in the cities of Fontaine, where I'm probably going to be exploring a lot more with time. Because that makes a lot more sense than what I'm doing, which is just running around randomly. Let's just lift. Where is the warp here? It's straight ahead. Like how good the music is. I think all games should have great music, but like you'd be surprised, right?
I mean, I've been noticing that a lot of video games now have just been having banger soundtracks.
Yeah, exactly. I think all of them should.
Except for one, and this is gonna sound weird. I think Sony's soundtracks, while they are big and bombastic, there is no substance. I do not find myself sitting down wanting to, like, in the car and pulling up like the God of War soundtrack. No, I find myself pulling up soundtracks from like things like maybe Kirby or Pokemon, just anything. But I don't know why, and yet they keep getting all these nominations for best soundtrack. Bitch, there are only ever 2 songs in God of War. Environmental noises and deep Viking throat singing.
I mean, nothing wrong with deep Viking throat singing.
There isn't. But when it's the only song in the game, it's not a good soundtrack. And I know, there's different songs and all that, but you cannot tell me a lot of that soundtrack blends in together.
I mean, well, that's a tough call. I'm not sure 100%.
Outside of Kratos' like hearing, like the only song from God of War, the new ones I could recognize off the top of my head is if you did the Kratos theme. Because that was just like, but that's it.
I wonder where this aqua bus goes to. Fontaine. Oh, no, they tricked me. I was like, when does the aqua bus? No, right immediately. No. Try to ride the taxi. That's all I'm here for. Okay, where is this? Where is this thing? Up here. I don't know where it is. So Matt's playing Baldur's Gate 3 again. Literally the game like everyone but me is going to
Oh yeah, no, it's great. I genuinely like it's fun.
We'll be the only one that's like, nope, not interested, guys.
And you know, there's nothing wrong with that. Is there any maybe in the future though?
I don't know.
Maybe if it went on sale, you know?
Maybe it was just free.
I don't know if it'll be free, but like maybe if a Steam sale happened and it was like $5.
For Baldur's Gate 3?
Yeah.
I mean, the question is, would I even remember to pick it up at that point?
Yeah, you know what? Maybe in a couple years we'll look back and be like, hey, anybody want to play Baldur's Gate? And just play the latest one.
And it'll be like the one person. I'll be the one person who hasn't played. It's like, oh, well, I don't know.
Now's your chance.
I have too many games I have to play, man.
By the way, speaking of that, did you see that there were people defending AAA games that aren't? Because a lot of people are like, man, in a very similar to Elden Ring situation where a lot of people are praising this game just for like all of the cool stuff and like all the content in it with no DLC or microtransaction or none of that bullshit or no battle pass or anything. And then there are just, for some reason now there is a defense squad on social medias that says you can't expect all video games to be like this. Look at everything Baldur's Gate had behind it. A 6-year development time. A lot of money poured in from the IP holder. And a big studio behind it. And it's just like, you mean like every AAA game? It's like, guys, this isn't hard. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's the fact that you're defending a greedy company. Thank you, Windows Defender, for telling me that you scanned my device 3 times and you found no viruses. Thank you.
What games have you been playing recently? Let's see. What are the top 5 computer or console games I mainly like to play? Action RPG, pretty solid. MMORPG, pretty solid. Playing, turn-based RPGs, pretty solid. Open world games, I guess I've been playing a few of those as I play Genshin. And then
I would say that's a 50-50.
And
that's
card battle
RPG.
games. No, not really.
Well, action RPG, half open world.
Yeah, but like Genshin is definitely more like exploring.
Yeah, I you know what I think it is. Why I say that about Genshin? It's because like you have like you see the HUD and you see your characters and you just see the HP bars, right? Or like the HP.
I'll put strategy game because
yeah, that's why I'm just like that because when I see the HP like numbers, I'm like I think RPG, and I don't know why.
Let's see what type what mobile games do I like to play. Basically, literally, I just play action RPG and turn-based and strategy. That's it.
No. Here's the thing. You play a lot of mobile games. You know what the answer to this is for you?
What?
You just say the word yes.
Yes. No, but like I don't play like any puzzle casual games right now. I don't play really card battler games or social games on my phone or mobile.
That reminds me.
I'll whip out the Genshin Impact. I'll whip out like the Fake Render or Honkai Star Rail. I'll whip out like Dark Knights. That's basically it.
You'll whip out the battery drainers.
Ever play the following games? Oh, this is the worst one. This is the one that's gonna kill me, huh?
All right.
Let's see. Honkai Star Rail, yes. Fake Render, yes. Dislike, yes. One will say Predator, yes. Fire Emblem Heroes, yes. Did not play Dragon Ball Legends. Arc Knights, Tower of Fantasy, Honkai Impact 3rd. I did not play Epic 7. Gods of Victory, Unique. Or none of the above. No, I played everything but 2 of the games you just listed. Like I did play the last month. Fake Render, Honkai Star, Musume, Arc Knights, Gods of Victory, Unique, Honkai Star Rail. I've not played Fire Emblem Heroes or Dislike in the last month, or Tower of Fantasy. Next. Have you ever played the following games? There it is. Pokemon Go, Minecraft. This is a lot shorter. Final Fantasy 14 Online. Which of the following games you played in the last month? Final Fantasy 14 Online.
Yeah.
Pokemon Scarlet Violet, Persona 5, Final Fantasy 16, Vampire Survivors, Mario Kart 8, Fire Emblem Engage. Which of the following games have you played for 30 hours or you play at least once?
Real quick though, this is a survey. Is this an in-game survey for Genshin? It's an
in-game survey. Persona 5, Mario Kart 8.
Oh my god! So are they? I bet. Please tell me they're fishing for what's the next mini game we should put in. Should we put in a Vampire Survivors mini game?
It's kind of like getting the demographic.
Yeah.
Let's see. Which of the following anime have I watched? Oh, this one's hard. It started with Chainsaw Man, which I have not watched yet. Fate series, Spy Family, Sword Art, Neon Genesis Evangelion. Why Neon Genesis Evangelion of all ones? JoJo.
Because it had a recent comeback because it got a
I did not watch the Naruto anime. I watched all of Kaguya-sama recently. Which of these statements describes your situation? I've tried out cosplay before. I often look at anime-related art. I've often looked at anime-related fan art. I follow anime voice actors on social media. I do. To browse anime-related communities, I do not know. I've been to an anime comic convention in the past 6 months. I have not actually, which is very funny. I often watch or follow virtual streamers. I have bought anime merchandise in the last 6 months, though. Next. How do you usually find about new games? Video websites, recommendations from friends in real life. Oh, it's only up to 3. Okay, let's see the ones. Let's read it. Discussion on social media, recommendations from netizens, mobile app store promotions, recommendations from influencer streamers I like, recommendations friends I like real life, and then usually this is the ways. From friends, from influencer streamers, and from discussion on social media. What are your main factors you look for when choosing a new game, including Genshin Impact or any other games you play? Can play multiplayer mode. That does actually influence me a lot for can team stuff. Game is produced by a developer I pay attention to. Actually don't give a shit about that. Sorry, every developer that I've said I love you guys. I don't love all you guys. I actually judge
I
your
love
games
your games, not you.
I judge your games individually, and I will not, you know. Game's art style, theme and world building, where is music and gameplay? Game's core gameplay, and where's music? Or is that just theme and world building? Oh, where's music? Equipment, frame rate, monetization model. It's crossover to be multiple paths for other. Music. Music. Music soundtrack. Composer. I've chosen games because I'm like, I like this composer, I like this soundtrack, I like the music I'm hearing. Where did you first hear about Genshin Impact?
Your large ass marketing where you put it in every Nintendo Direct.
No, it was in news media. Because I played. I heard about it when it was still considered a Breath of the Wild knockoff.
I still find it funny that game was in every Nintendo Direct up until its launch,
Anime
and then
art
just
style.
never mentioned again.
Large open world map. Other. Before the game's launch, people called it a free-to-play Breath of the Wild clone.
Don't forget with Chinese spyware in it. Don't forget with Chinese spyware. You always gotta remember, people were claiming that.
What did the most enjoy after Genshin in play? Literally, I have no idea what I'm here for anymore. But it's actually
addiction.
No, I don't feel the fun of playing so far. It's really, that's really funny. No, for me, it's leveling up characters. It's leveling up characters, and then it's playing and just exploring. Oh, actually, they have things for this. Fighting monsters in the open world, yes. And then just, leveling up my characters, yeah. That's essentially it at this point. Playing co-op mode, but none of my friends play anymore, so I can't even say this. Or we don't play together, we just talk about it. Then
is it really a co-op game?
It is. Like, you got 4 people running around doing funny shit together, and it's always fun, And it makes the grinds less monotonous. It makes like exploration really funny, Like what we used to do. Like, none of us did this for Sumeru, but in like Inazuma, when like version 2.0 came out last year for like 2nd anniversary, right?
Mm-hmm.
We had sessions where we just jump into someone's world because they're like, oh man, I still need to collect like all the Electroculus in Inazuma, or all, to finish their statue level ups, right? And then we just log into a world together. We just run around the map. And like, I found one. I'm here. Things like that. It's like, which player number are you again? And those were a lot of fun, That was like the fun part I liked about it. I'll add the playing in co-op mode. I interact with the open world environment solving puzzles, because I do like doing puzzles sometimes. I don't know. I really like the puzzle of Honkai Star Rail a lot more now. So, I'll do that. Those are the 3 reasons I play. What are your main long-term goals in Genshin currently? Take more Abyssal Stars and Spiral Abyss. Love my character stats. That's basically it. I really don't have anything else. Really look forward to hearing your favorite series. Please feel free. Oh, here it is. I do not like the fact Archon quests are the main story quests, right? Are locked behind characters who are stuck in a story quest I didn't remember starting, and now I have to do. But that character's story quest is also locked behind a different story quest I didn't remember starting. This is very frustrating. Grinding artifacts is the worst experience in my life. It took me 18 adventure ranks to build my favorite character, and she still has terrible artifacts. I improved her via finally pulling her best in slot weapon, the Mist-Splitter. Reforge. After going to Max Pity. The weapon banner sucks. There is no point on pulling on it if you don't have money. I refuse to pull on the weapon banners so long as you have the 2-weapon fate path system. Please implement something. Please implement Honkai Star Rail's weapon light cone system instead. Having a 75% chance of getting the one featured banner weapon is a much better trade-off than be like, you have a 50-50 to get the banner weapons, and then you have a 50-50 to get one of those two. That's such shit. It's just garbage. Because I've gotten freaking Primal Jade Spear 6 fucking times in this game. And I'm like, I didn't want one. I'm not putting it on a Zhao. I don't have one. There needs to be something done about artifacts and or increasing resin cap and or increasing resin generation rate. We've been stuck at 160 resin for 2 years, and it's very frustrating to fight trounce bosses, world bosses, complete domain challenges with so little resin. And especially because progress feels very sluggish. Because there you go.
That, I know it's not a lot, but it sounded like a lot of complaints.
So it is the reason. These are the reasons why I started finding Genshin unfun. What did I say were the fun parts? Running around with your friends doing random stuff together, right?
Which you can do in a lot of other games.
Which I can do in a lot of other games. Or, in my case, like, leveling up my characters. Just like, grinding out talent books and stuff. Getting, like, my characters, like, skills and stuff powered up. Those are fine. I hate the artifact system right at this point. As I said, from AR 40 through AR. Like, it took me 18 adventure ranks, which is essentially, it took me 2 years, or a year and a half, right? Or a year or whatever, to, like, build, like, my favorite character, to build my Ayaka, at the time, right? And the only reason she got better was because I literally pulled Miss Blue Reforge. I just pulled one of the best swords in the game when it went back up on the rerun, and that's the reason why my Ayaka actually has decent stats. She's garbage. Her artifacts are trash, and I know it. I compared it to other people while I was online, waiting to get into the Genshin Summerfest at the World Trade Center.
Yeah.
And the weapon banner sucks. Literally, literally having a banner that works correctly is very important. Now, Genshin has one of the best pity systems for characters. They've run 2 event character banners for currently, right? The pity is equal and carries over on either one, right? And if you lose a 50-50, your next one's guaranteed. The stupid weapon banner has a fate path system where you have to lose the 50-50 twice on the current rotation of the banner only, and then you get a guaranteed banner. What's the point of pulling on that then? If you can't do weapons like light cones and Genshin Impact and Honkai Star Rail are max pay is 80 pulls, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Characters are 90. But character pity carries over. So let's say I lost a 50-50 on the banner when I didn't get Linnae, who's, the new Fontaine unit, right?
Yeah.
That means that the next banner I pulled, and I got the next time I pulled and got a gold character, it's guaranteed to be the featured banner character, whether that's Linnae's banner or whether that's the next one's coming out, or whether that's in 3 months.
That sounds like a pain in the ass.
No, that's great. Think about it. Let's say you lost a 50-50 now, right?
Okay.
And you didn't get the 5-star you wanted, but you're like, oh, there's a 5-star I want that's coming out. Like I don't know, the Hydro Archon, because now we're in Fontaine, right?
Why can't I just have both?
You can. You just have to pull more. Duh. You have enough pulls to get both, realistically, if you started now and just started playing. It's just, then you have to get through some of the shittier parts of Genshin's story. But you can still pull for characters. That's not a problem. But this is how the weapon banner works, right?
Mm-hmm.
For a guaranteed of the weapon you want, they make you choose the weapon you want first, right?
Yeah.
So there's 2 bows that are featured right now. They're both actually very fucking good. So if you lose it to the other bow, that's fine. The problem is you don't lose it to the other bow. You lose it to a random 5-star because you have a 50% chance of getting one of the 2 featured weapons and a 50% chance of getting one of the other story regular weapons that are just, you can get them on the story banner, on the standard banner, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then if you lose, you get a fate path point, and you can lose again because you get 2 fate path points. And then once you have 2 fate path points, then you can get the 5-star weapon you chose, guaranteed on the next gold weapon pull. Unless, let's say you don't have 240 pulls saved up because you're a normal human being with a normal thing, and there's no fucking way you save 240 pulls for a weapon, right? Rather get a new character than someone else in the kit, whatever, right? So let's say you do go back to scenario. Let's say you pull the gold weapon, not the feature one, or not the one you wanted, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then the next weapon banner comes out around, that fate path point resets to 0.
So I would just have to wait until I found one that had a weapon I wanted,
and to guarantee I have 240 pulls saved. Whereas for the 5-star character you want, it's 180 pulls. Which, by the way, I will say both are still better than, for example, fake Grand Order's fake random orders is 330 pulls for a guaranteed single copy. Only guarantees the first copy of that featured banner.
Even Master Duel has a better system than that. Even Master Duel has a better system than
Everyone. Well, okay, I can't say everyone because there's games that have no pity system.
Don't ask me about the how it goes with Dragon Ball.
And we got it a year early. That fade. We got it like a year early. That pity system. Oh lordy, I needed it earlier than when they gave it to us.
I remember like Otakon 2018 when I went last time, which I really need to go again. There was nothing. In between, there was only 2 advertisements in the entire fucking convention, and it was Fake Go and Dragon Ball Super Broly.
That does not surprise me, actually, in 2018. That sounds like 2018.
To be fair, everybody was excited for Broly.
And Fedor. This mosquito got away.
Like, in fact, I would say 2018 was about, like, the last big peak for Dragon Ball.
Yeah,
because
so like
they had a whole convention circuit that with a special booth with a big Shenron and everything at Otakon. It was great.
It's frustrating.
Yeah, it was done up like the World Trade Center.
Pity
oh, hang on a second.
resets.
I'm getting a phone call.
Sure.
Yes.
There you go. That's my honest opinions. Thanks for the 50 primos.
Or do you want it yourself? Alright.
Actually, there's no point when you look at version highlights. Can't do any of this.
Alright. Is it the Amish again? I don't know, they crazy, man. You know they crazy.
Wait, I just realized that they get eliminated early?
Sorry. Anyway, you were saying?
I was gonna say I just realized something. They get eliminated early.
You know what actually about that like whole Dragon Ball like popularity boom. I wonder if I wonder if we'll get another one of those when Budokai Tenkaichi 4 comes out.
I can only hope that Budokai Tenkaichi 4 is fucking amazing.
So, okay, so a couple of things have leaked about the game on the roster size, and it seems like at the minimum it will have at least as many characters as Tenkaichi 3, based on leaks, which is good. That's good. Because the current leak says that it will have a larger roster than Xenoverse 2 with DLC, which is fantastic. Because Xenoverse 2 with its DLC has a lot of characters. That's great. So it seems like they are trying for this one. So we'll look, Bandai Namco. I'm willing. You've been doing good lately with getting me excited for your stuff. Your Tekken build up has been pretty good. I'm going to be honest.
But Tekken's Harada. We know it's going to be
good. And Harada is the shit.
The
only man cool enough to be like, yeah, you can beat the fuck out of me in Yakuza. Love that. Dude, I'm kind of like... and I'll be real with you, you've been on a good track record for Dragon Ball games. The last 2 I played from you guys was Fighters and Kakarot. Those were fantastic. Now, can you top off can we get the 3-peat? Do we get the 3-peat? Do we get the triple with Budokai Tenkaichi 4?
True. Let's hope, right?
Let's hope. Dude, I would love a Dragon Ball game redemption arc, right? Because I think there is a constant in the universe, and that is, even if you fucking hate anime games, you gotta admit that some of the Dragon Ball games are just genuinely fun. You know?
You don't have to, but it's just true.
There's just something about that. I think it's just because it's Dragon Ball, right? Just that feel. of just like
I wouldn't
powering up and all that.
I
You
wouldn't
know.
go that far. I wouldn't say because it's Dragon Ball. I would say it's
Well, something about actually, oh yeah, I'll say that something about a shonen anime game where where you get to do the power up, right? With your buttons. That's magical. There's something special
but there's a
about
lot
that,
of
you
games
know?
that let you do that. Like with
Yeah, I know. Like a
Naruto's.
lot of the Naruto games let you do that. I'm like, yeah, this is cool. And I still, to this day, believe that the best way to experience the last part of the last bit of Naruto is the games, because there are so much filler. You know, it's like, all right,
Well, okay, that's your fault for being an anime
It-
fan, not a manga reader.
that is true. That is true. That is
I
on
read
me.
I read the manga.
But at the time, I didn't really have a ready source of manga, so I kind of had to watch the anime. You know.
Well, read books, scrub.
I do. I am going to sell a kidney just to buy all of the copies of Steel Ball Run when that gets localized and hardcover. Because how am I going to deny Peak? Man, actually no. That there is the biggest anime disappointment, right? It is the state of JoJo games.
I don't know. There's some really good JoJo games.
There are.
Yeah.
The problem is there's not enough of them.
I mean, the problem. I mean, to be fair, whose fault is that?
Who has the license?
Exactly. Whose fault?
Is that Bandai? Is that
I have
Bandai
no
Namco?
idea who does it.
Hang on, you know what? Where's my copy of All Star Battle? Hold on. We'll find this out right now.
Dude, the fact that they have that JoJo Battle Royale game and it's not out in the States because it's like, a Battle Royale game is the Travis mockery. JoJo fans.
I forget what I bought it on. That's the problem. Did I buy it for PS5? Pretty sure I bought it for PS5.
Just look it up on Google.
Yeah, there it is. Okay. Yeah, that's Bandai Namco. Namco, what the hell you doing, man?
Namco, give us more. Okay, thank you.
You are sleeping on the well of thirst for JoJo fans. JoJo fans we are thirsty, and we will take anything. We will literally pay you $60 just for a game where we get to sit down and have a conversation with Dio.
Don't let them hear it.
No. They can hear it. I'll let them hear this one. That one's free. Honestly, the one I really want though is like an actual Steel Ball Run game, where it's like do the Steel Ball Run.
That'd be so cool.
Yeah, it's like, all right, make your JoJo character, make your stand or stand whatever one, and then like it is an actual, like not a battle royale per se, but a race to the finish with like the ability, like you can't die, you won't get killed, but like you get hit, almost like a kart racer, but you make your own racer in the Steel Ball Run, you know? And you can like pick up you pick up the corpse parts for like to evolve your stand and stuff.
Actually, would be very cool, yeah.
Yeah, no. I think there is a lot of potential for that and a single player JoJo game.
Where's our single player JoJo games? Yeah.
Yeah. Well, the PS2 games exist, but they never got localized.
Yeah.
Like,
what I'm saying, where are they?
The Golden Wind one was okay, but the Phantom Blood one was kind of clunky as hell.
I mean, I thought it was fun.
I do like the amount of costumes in the Phantom Blood game, though. That was pretty cool. But yeah, like, where is my just, like... Also an RPG. I think an RPG would work for JoJo's. You know?
I can see that.
Just copy the Persona formula. Except everybody has a static stand, you know? It just works, you know?
No, you know what they do? They do the crossover.
Persona Cross JoJo, finally!
Well, you have the wild card stand user. That's fucking insanely fun to play with too.
His stand is just called the wild card. That would be a cool one.
I just got a cutscene? What?
Oh, you know what? No. Here's the real reason we all want the Persona cross JoJo thing. We want to see the Yoshikage Kira and Adachi team up. That's what we all want. We want to see Adachi shoot a bullet and Killer Queen slap a bomb on the bullet. That's what we all want.
I started a quest randomly. Didn't mean to. Just here to get teleports, man, and collect stuff. Ooh, what the hell is this area? This area's cool. There's also a lot of barrel conches down here. I'm assuming this could be a material for someone, so it's good to know. Oh, so this place looks cool. What the hell? Oh shit, this thing shot me and I'm going all the way back to start. That's pretty funny. No damage.
I think I'm starting to see the reason why Bandai. Now that I think about it, I actually think I know. No, I know why Bandai Namco doesn't actually do other games for anime outside of fighting games or games where it's just like versus modes and stuff like that. The last time they branched out was Gundam Evolution, and that kind of fell off really fast. Which it sucks, because Gundam Evolution, that's a cool concept, you know? But what can you do? You know what? No. You know what anime needs a game? Gurren Lagann. I want Platinum Games to make a Gurren Lagann game. Why? Because it would be the best. All of their games basically devolve into how do we do Gurren Lagann. Am I wrong?
True. What if Monolith Studios did it? And it is like epic RPG.
Okay, hold on. Oh no, you're blowing my mind here. You're telling me that I can get
It's not the Gurren Lagann you know. It's not like about.
It's show piloting Gurren Lagann.
It's not like Simon and stuff. It's like literally the story of Spiral coming together to defeat Anti-Spiral, and then it's basically just like the number of allies you made along the way make it even bigger.
Oh, fuck, you know what the problem with that is?
What's up?
That's Xenoblade Chronicles 3.
Oh, okay. Well,
that's the plot of Xenoblade 3.
There we go, guys. It called the future.
No. We already have the Gurren Lagann video game in Xenoblade 3. We did it, boys. Oh, fuck. Oh, no. Oh, it gets worse, too, because the DLC is Season 2. Oh, fuck.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, it's like, what if Season 2 of Gurren Lagann was a prequel? That is the DLC expansion of Xenoblade 3. Because you turn into the big giant, but you turn into an even bigger giant thing. Like, you remember the trailers, they turned into the big giant thing in the trailers? In the DLC, they turn into, like, the biggest giant thing. I'm trying to keep it spoiler-free, but this is like a gameplay gimmick that's, like, super early in the game that's introduced to you. So it's like, and it's also in the trailers. But yeah, it's like, what if we turned into the super cool giant thing that's stronger than anything that ever was? It's not the size of the universe, but it's just as cool. Where's my Metal Gear game where they just keep building Metal Gear games, Metal Gears that are bigger and bigger until they're the size of planets? No, you know what? No. I want a new season of Gundam, right? And I want that season of Gundam to just be Gundam shitting on every other mecha anime because they're the OG. because that's what I wanted the Tournament of Power to be. I want Dragon Ball to be like, here's the other universes competing in the Tournament of Power, and you just like, that one's a ninja universe, that one's a pirate universe, that one's a bunch of Grim Reapers, that one's superheroes. It's just literally every other shonen anime. And they kind of did it because one universe was Sailor Moon and the other was Power Rangers. But they had no ninjas, man. No, that's, no, yeah, actually, that's what I want. I want more animes that are just like, everybody copied them to just start throwing each other under the bus. I want a fucking, I want Luffy to meet a ninja and be like, wow, you fucking suck, you stupid ninja. And it's just a ninja wearing orange. And everybody's just like, hey!
I mean, Luffy would never say that because he's a good guy.
Yeah, but you know what I mean, right? Because one of my favorite things from anime is the constant thing that Toei does like every couple of years, where they have like a special where Luffy and Goku hang out, and like they have a sparring match or whatever. It's happened like multiple times, and I want just that, but it's just constant shade throwing. That, but like 15 more times more gangster. So.
Why do we have a philosophical question of categorizing like beings of elemental energy on whether or not they're dragons or not? No one knows.
Here's my opinion. They're not. I don't even know the context, but they're not. Do they have wings?
Yes.
Okay. Do they look like dragons?
Well, depends. What
act
what
like
is a dragon?
dragons?
Huh?
A dragon is something usually with 4 legs that is either bipedal or quadrupedal, that has wings and a very dragon-like head and a tail. Maybe.
Right. I'm going to...
Does it somewhat look like Maleficent's dragon form? Then it is a dragon.
So a finch and a frog have to shake hands. They do so awkwardly with their wings and web feet. Sounds
This
right.
just sounds like an episode of Pokemon.
Basically, it's
Froakie needs to shake hands with Fletchling.
So yeah, we're gonna fight a dragon that's not a dragon, but I guess is a dragon because we can't refute their definition of dragon based on the dragons we met so far.
Yeah. Actually, you know what? So you know, like I guess there's a category of dragons in Yu-Gi-Oh that we now just call the Eye Dragons, because there's like Blue Eyes White Dragon, Red Eyes Black Dragon, and now we have like Galaxy Eyes Photon Dragon, etc., etc. So they took that in the Rush Duel thing, which is Japan only, and they made cat versions. So there's Blue Eyes White Cat, Red Eyes Black Cat. This is goofy as shit. I don't know why I just thought of that when we're talking about dragons. Just like the mighty blue eyes, the ultimate monster, the ultimate form of destruction in terms of Yu-Gi-Oh versus it, but a cat. Who wins? The cat. Why? The cat has a better trap card. Wait. Do you know the VTuber Pipkin Pippa?
Who?
Okay. Do you know Phase Connect?
Who?
All right, never mind. This is go. There is a VTuber that basically played Honey Pop on YouTube, and it was the uncensored version.
Okay.
The VOD didn't get taken down. They quickly edited the VOD and changed the title. But a bunch of people grabbed the screenshots,
Oh.
including me. So me and my friend, we just have a DM where we just showed each other the screenshots we took, and it was like, because we were both watching it, and we were like laughing our ass off, because it cuts to the post intimacy shot in Honey Pop, right? And it's just there is the girl wearing nothing, and the VTuber just eyes dilate. You can see the actual moment the dilation happens, and they start crying because they're like, oh, but they're so scared. And the problem is, nobody can tell if that was on purpose or not. It's so funny. Alright. There we go. That's enough 14 for today.
Oops, I just fell down.
I don't know why my friend is arguing with me about Naruto now. Just talking, like,
They heard you talking shit, and they're like, well.
yeah. Look, I don't care who the hell you say you are. Spoilers for the end of Naruto. Naruto should have ended at Night Guy. He opened all the gates. He beat the shit out of Madara. Madara was also like, yo, this guy's the coolest, and this is the best fight I ever had. And it should have killed Madara, and then Guy should have turned to dust. And everybody would have been like, all right, let's go home. We win. That's where it should have ended. And then they carved Guy's face on the mountain. That's how Naruto should have ended. I don't care what anybody says. It's just like it's like all throughout Naruto, they're always being like, "But the gates, though, you never see them all," and then he does it, and you're like, "Oh my god, he's just Goku now." Oh.
の名を呼ぶがいい。
それそこ。
Well, they're putting me in a very strange spot for this one.
姿を見せよ。ちょっとしたトリック。
それせい。
断罪の名において。
サプライズだよ。
Alright, I'm back on Showdown. Do you want to play some Showdown?
showdown?
マジックポケットに入れよ
Probably at some point.
Because I'm building my Hoenn team. Because I gotta rep my favorite region.
う。やっ
ソーランド行く。サプライズ。姿を見せよ、オズ。
Like, enter the bubble. Like, but there's hydroculuses to get here. I want those first. Then we'll enter the bubble. By the way, are you gonna play Holocure when it comes out on Steam tomorrow?
Doesn't it comes out at midnight then, right?
It does, but I say tomorrow because that is technically
Yes.
tomorrow.
Yeah, I mean, I don't have to go until 3 p.m., so I could probably stay up, play a bit for before I go to bed.
There you go.
Alright.
これも宝箱マジックのいい視界
This.
Oh, there is a. Wait, is this water? Oh, it is water. Oh, that's cool.
Man, you know what? I love you, Manetric, but your abilities suck. Well, your hidden ability sucks. Its hidden ability is minus.
Oh yeah, it is. So this is where I just was, but I guess it's taking me cutscene. Yep. Oh. Okay, now I can pass through. That's one of them down. Got it. Now this is weird.
偽装しトリックでもやらせるつもりかい？
Hey, always swimming in the scene. What's causing this barrier? Oh, there. There you go. This is cool. Okay. Guess let's go into this tower now.
ご安心を。
Yeah, collected more stuff.
断罪の名にここよマジックスタートソーランド行こいサプライズ
Oh,
ちょっとしたトリックさ
wait, what?
ここよライトアップ姿を見せよおっと
それ
What's up?
Well, a friend just said that the Hollow Cure thing should be live now, but I'm like, don't think so.
It could be time zone lock.
Yeah.
夜の源源
Yeah, it still says coming soon. Well, it's weird because his time zone is an hour after.
せいそこ注目よっ
Yeah, it's not available yet.
はっほっそれよっ
断罪の名ふっここよ
Alright, Blaziken, Manetric, Metagross, Milotic. Hmm.
What the heck? Where am I? Through the looking glass, you say? I know what that means. This quest's like interesting. It's like they're doing stuff.
Yeah. っとしたトリックマジックスタート
せっへっほっそれそこ
姿を見せここよ
よっへっそれゆっこの道具で
Thank you.
Bless you.
Thank you.
Something's happening. I don't know what. Unreal. Oh yeah, I gave me a community tab post and it's like, oh, do this.
楽々ゲット
Jabberwock's Holy Sword. The key item? Okay, it is.
So here is the Hoenn team. We got Blaziken, Manectric, Metagross, Milotic, Salamence, and Armaldo. Weird. It's not what I normally do for a Hoenn team. Then I realized, wait, Armaldo actually has a lot of utility. It can be both a rapid spinner and a stealth rock setter, as well as a knockoff user. And since it has the ability Battle Armor, it can't get critical hit. So I don't have to worry about it. You know, it's also got some good defense, so I can just send it in, set up stealth rocks, rapid spin away anything I need, and then just let it sit there. You know.
That's fair.
I feel like it's a good like opener. You know. Because if I can bait, like, you know, if they send out a, I'm blanking on its name. Galvantula, I can just get rid of the spider web, or the sticky web, and whatever. You know, Salamence is just, it's Salamence. It comes in, it kills everything. Milotic just cannot be killed. You know, Metagross is the Mega, being massive bulk and massive defense, and clear body means I don't gotta worry about that. The plan is to spam Cosmic Power and then use Bullet Punch a bunch, so it basically cannot get killed. With it's gonna have like really good defense and then just spam Bullet Punch until the cows come home. Manectric does what Manectric does, and what Manectric does it does really well. It uses Overheat and then it Volt Switches. And then Blaziken is actually, I big brain this. Swords Dance, Flare Blitz, Firium Z. And Speed Boost. So, yeah, I think that's a good team setup right there for Hoenn.
That does sound pretty good.
I might actually have to, you know, obviously not Metagross. Swap out Metagross with Aggron. But I might actually have to try using this in a playthrough of Oros, you know? That sounds like a fun team. Because I like Armaldo. I like every Hoenn Pokemon. They are all my babies. And Armaldo is just one that kind of gets pushed to the back a bit because there are other things I use. Never mind, the team is rejected because Metagross is tagged under ND Uber. I do not know what that means.
It's really good.
Oh. Alright then, cool, we'll just change the item, I guess, since it's probably because it's Mega Metagross. Give it a bear. We'll give it a Paya Berry, and we'll just turn Manectric to the Mega. All right, that's a valid team. There, now I have 3 teams to play Pokemon Showdown with. When I'm not doing randoms, because randoms is funny.
これも宝箱マジックの意思かい?
Right now I have 45 minutes to midnight for Hollow Cure.
Okay, so now everything's gonna stay activated, so I don't have to worry about that anymore. That's good. This has to be the final loop then. Saw the answer too late because I realized there was another path.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm confused on what the game wants me to do. I saw a path before. I thought I had to take that path, but like, I don't know where it was. Hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, now the 3 are all here again. So this was the indication that I did something right? Question mark? Oh, what? What did I do differently?
Yeah.
Oh. There you go. We're in a new area now. Okay, so this is the real Holy Blade now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mm. Something tells me this is when I switch from having a different healer on my team. Let's see, probably Chi might be the correct one. Take the bloodstained one. Go switch weapon to Fontaine. Yeah, those bones, right? Oh. This is not. This is not a.
姿を見せここよマジックスタート行きたまえここにて命ずるやちょっとしたトリック断罪の名もっと早くサプライズ答えなさい生成ルテンやもっと早く影のカラスが優也を求めているここよよ
またか
行けもっと早
It's a
く
cool fight.
生成ルテンよ
注目落ち着こう
ちょっとしたトリックよ中は何覚えてないもっと早くもっと早く
Oh, you get the big clue, right? What the heck? Hello. Hmm. 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 I really left speechless by this quest. This quest is actually very interesting. All of a sudden, or it has been. Hmm. This is the rabbit hole of a quest I didn't expect to go down. And here we are. What a cool little thing. Hmm. That story quest was really cool. That was just actually very interesting. All right, and huh. All right, I think that's a good place to call the stream. I think we did a lot of exploring, and there's still a lot to see in Fontaine, and there's some interesting mysteries to be found, as we just saw. But for now, this has been KRanime. Thank you very much for watching. Sorry, like I was silent for like the last hour and a half of this, just like reading, like at my pace, because you know. Oh, also, yeah. It's been Crystal. All right, peace, guys.